Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch your slack.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the whip.
Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Going to throw deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl, 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game? And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Coleman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 27, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. 11. Mike's
on 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go. Hey.
First and 10.
I got
3-yard line.
On first down, Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. It finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, gun.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. But he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 3 down. 3 down. Switch. Kill. 2.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. 13. He's got me. Lock. I got this. Check 9. Hey, watch that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. Hey, alert. This is me and you. Draw corker. Jam. Hey, gun.
They will run again with Coleman. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman taking it in as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, gun. 65. Mike's 59. Watch the slip.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
180. Here we go. White.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! Wait.
Stop here, D.
I got you. Lock!
From the 41, Garoppolo. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
SOS. Check there.
Hey, gun.
No. Off.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I got you.
On second down, a run with Breida. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Check curls.
Hey, gun.
He's moving. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Lock.
Watch the pass. Tighten up. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go. Like 80!
59, Mike to 59. Check right. Switch.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they worked on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He's back to throw. Completes it to Hardman. That one goes for 8 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check flag 33. Check flag 33. Let's go, baby. Yellow. Get that ball. Check 37.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with 6 seconds remaining as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people will go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Shoot. 11. Hey, gun. Hey, alert.
First throw of OT for Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Now they hand off to Coleman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Here we go. Like 20. Hey, Eli, let's get in there. Let's get in there. 21. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
There's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, here's Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Get in the weight room. He's checking.
65. 6-6, pull it high.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
12, fellas, here we go. Back. I got this.
Bring
Six.
Lights 59.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's the end of another overtime with the score still tied.
Yellow. Light.
Check 43. Check 99. Check. Lucky.
15.
Williams.
Check 52.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes flush to his right. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
15. You got it. You got it.
Again, it's McCoy. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Less than 2 minutes to go in this overtime. It's sudden death now, but we are still all tied. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Throwing now is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.
Think about your snapper,